common issues that people have. So
you asked me to mention one specific athlete or situation. I worked with a really interesting guy called Kenny Stills who played for the Miami Dolphins. He's a wide receiver dropping balls, and inherently that is his job, to catch balls under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And then went in, assessed him, picked up a core skill, which I obviously can't mention because it's confidential information, a core skill which we think a guy in that position at that level has, but that core skill was not up to standard.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said in the beginning, the exciting thing about my work and my research is that these skills are trainable, that you're not born with them and you don't have them or you don't have them. They are all trainable skills. I picked up this core skill, trained with him, showed him how to use it best in his position, and you can Google him, some great results, and he played really well. And then the other one, which I can maybe mention, which would make sense to everyone, I work in Formula One. And one of the drivers that I've dealt with, one of the core skills, I think, for any athlete or any player or any person really, is the ability to pick up information early, because the earlier you pick it up, the more time you have to make a decision. Mm-hmm. Or the more time you have on the ball, if you want to talk in tennis terms. And he didn't have the skill, and it's a core skill for a Formula One driver, because if you make a mistake, it's catastrophic. So even though we think that a guy in his position at the top of his game in Formula One racing should have this skill, he didn't. But he did have the skill, but it was just underdeveloped. So even though we think we have these skills because we're elite athletes, we still have these strengths and weaknesses in our system.
So it stands to reason that whatever your discovered relative weakness is, you would want to work on that. So, but there are two things that I want to kind of bounce off of you from that. And one is the story of Steve Largent, who was known as perhaps the greatest possession receiver of all time.
Yeah.
He made these miraculous catches, and he very rarely dropped the ball ever. And then I also want to compare that to a story of a competitive long-range distance shooter.
Yes.
Because Steve Largent reported that he would look for the X on the end of the football, which may or may not be possible. But now I want to put that together with what the sniper said. The sniper said that he felt like he had a hand in his mind that dropped the bullet onto the bullseye target. So what extent does this imagination play into the successful visual skills?
I firmly believe that they had some special skill which allowed them to do that. I think I train these skills, make them better. So I train the good ones, but I train the bad ones and make them better. But the good ones I make better as well. Mm-hmm. So if you equip the individual to handle whatever he needs to handle in any situation, he can perform adequately. So you feel better, and it becomes confidence. And obviously then your imagination can assist you. I believe I've done it before, I'll do it again. But I still believe that you still need those core skills to be able to do it. And then confidence starts building out of that, and you just get better and better. Okay, and the more you do it, the better you become.
So it sounds like you would explain the imaginational description of what's happening as a way to explain something they couldn't otherwise explain.
I still believe they have that skill, and that allows them to have this belief or imagination that they can do it and do it correctly and do it best.
Yeah.
So I think it's a combination of more things though.